Hi, this is Diane Lovetobake, and what we're going to make are chocolate chip snowball cookies. It's a relatively easy, quick recipe, so let's get started. First, you're going to start off with 1 cup of butter. I went ahead and I cut it into small pieces because I feel it's easier to cream and to break up. You can certainly do this recipe with your hand mixer if you don't want to use your stand, as I am. And we're going to start just breaking that butter up. Okay, now once you do that, you're going to be putting in a 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. So I'll put that in. To do it on about medium-high, just till it's all combined and it's creamed in quite well with the butter. Okay. So let me beat that just for another second or two here. The next thing you're going to be putting in is vanilla. So that's 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and beat that in. Okay, next we're going to put in is 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm going to put a little bit in on low. You're also going to be putting in a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then I'll put a little bit more flour in. Now I'll put the rest of the flour. Okay, I'm going to raise my speed in a moment, so it's going to get a little loud, so I want to warn you. But this is where I really increase the speed, and it looks like it won't come together. It just looks like dry crumbs. And the more that it's beaten and the higher the speed, it'll quickly start to form a cookie dough. And it will start to actually clean the sides of the bowl as the ball becomes together. So I'm going to raise the speed. Show you of what I'm talking about, where it looks very crumbly. It looks like you've done something wrong, but you haven't. And just stay with it. I'm going to raise the speed a little bit higher. By the time I reach the highest speed on that mixer, it already has made the cookie ball that I need. Now we're just going to take the excess off the paddle. Now if you find the dough a little bit hard to work with, you can put it in a refrigerator and chill it, for 20 or 30 minutes. I usually don't have a problem with it, but in case you do, you can certainly do that. So now I'll just take this out. I'll bring everything together. Alright, and I want to show you, so far, you can see you got this really nice cookie dough ball. Okay, now you can mix your chocolate chips in with your beater, or put them in hand, like I am. Sometimes if you do use your mixer, it breaks them up because we're using the minis, the real small little morsels, and you're going to use 1 cup of those. So then put those in, and then I'm just going to combine them with my spatula till they're all combined. Okay, so I just want to make sure that they're all mixed together. Into the cookie dough. Okay, all right. All right, now with my clean hands, again, I'd like to show you what it looks like. Just grab the cookie dough ball so I can show you, okay? All right. Now, the next thing that you're going to do is, I'm going to rinse my hands real quickly here. Get some of that excess off my hands. Okay. You're going to need, of course, a pan, a cookie pan. And I would suggest to lightly spray it, unless you're going to use a parchment paper, feel free. Now you're going to bake these at 375 degrees. And then with a tablespoon, or any spoon for that matter, you want to make about the size of a tablespoon or a 1.5 inch ball. And I just, take it off with my spoon and then just roll it in my hands to make a nice ball. If you think it's too big, just take out a little extra dough and re-roll it. And then just place them on your tray. Now, at least space them about 1.5 inches. They're going to get a little bit bigger when you bake them, so you don't want them too close, but they certainly do not have to be too, so far away. And just make a nice round ball, as you can see, and lay those down on your tray. You're going to bake them at 375, and they're going to take you anywhere from 7 to 10 minutes. Now, generally, I get about 38 cookies that size, which is about 3 dozens of the cookies. Depending on the size that you make them, of course, it's going to tell you how many that you're going to yield out of them. But as I said, that size that I got about 3 dozen. Now, once they're baked up, I do want to show you what they're going to look like. You're going to bake them till they come out to a nice golden brown on the bottom, like that. Now, once the cookie cools for just about a minute or so, where you can handle them when they're out of the oven, then you're going to have an additional powdered sugar. Start off with about 1/2 cup. If you need more, you just add more. And what you're going to do while they're still warm, you're just going to roll them in the powdered sugar, like that. Okay, so once they're baked up, they'll look like this. They'll be slightly warm that you can touch them. Then roll them in sugar. Now then place these on a cooling rack. What you're probably going to find, though, is that after they cool, you're going to probably have to re-roll them again with another coating because they'll look a lot nicer that way. Now, when they do come out, let me show you what they look like. They will look like this. And these have been coated twice. And once again, I rolled them once when they were slightly warm. I put them on a cooling rack, and then once they cooled down even further, then I rolled them a second time, so they'll look like this. Now, I've cut some of them open so that you can see the texture and the little mini chocolate chips. And I'm just going to break them open. It is a semi-moist cookie, but it's very light. The crumb is very delicate on these cookies. Basically, they'll melt in your mouth. They absolutely taste great with a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or that type of thing. Well, there you have it. Chocolate chip snowball cookies. I hope you like this recipe. Now, if you try the recipe and you like it, leave a comment, because I always like to hear from you. And as always, I want to thank you for watching Diane Lovetobake. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon.